What's going on, Cancer? And welcome to the Chariot Friends. Justin here, and I hope you're feeling great today. So, for those of you who are returning, welcome back, Soul Tribe. I appreciate your subscriptions, your likes, and shares. Your support really is just incredible, Cancer, and it keeps us growing. And for those of you who are new, welcome. I'm happy Heart Stuff has brought you here. We're in for an amazing journey. Now, the purpose of this channel, for those of you who have Cancer in your placement, Sun, Moon, Rising, wherever, Cancer, this one's for you. And I do tarot card spreads based off our ruler here, the good old Moon. And I'll talk about what sign she's in, what phase she's in, when she's going to avoid, of course, it's all of those lunar shenanigans. And just so you're all aware, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one, so take what resonates with you, leave the rest with me, never force reading on the situation, and everything will be dope, Cancer. Now, let's jump into it. Alright, Cancer, your space has been cleansed. Crystals, feeling lovely. Just great energy around here, Cancer. And how can it not, Cancer? It's Jupiter Day. Hope you're feeling expansive. And Cancer, the moon is still in Cancer. And just a sidebar, I love that we're celebrating this moon in Cancer while on Jupiter Day, because Jupiter's exalted in our sign there, Cancer. So after Sagittarius and Pisces, Jupiter loves kicking it with us. So that's a bonus there. Energies are just fantastic. But with this moon being in Cancer, this is a very emotional placement for the moon, because the moon's back at home. You might be feeling a little more sensitive than normal there, Cancer, but that's dope, because that means you're feeling more intuitive. Look at that. Ooh, hold on, Cancer. We'll talk about that in a moment. But you may notice, I feel like this is a great place for us to really get in touch with our emotions, Cancer, just because we are such an emotional and sensitive sign. The more we come to understand those feelings and things, the more we come to understand that intuition and become more sensitive to where these energies are trying to guide us. So utilize this doesn't just have to be where you're just like, oh my goodness, I'm emotional. We can really process and really pick a lot of information from this as well, Cancer. But this is very healing and nurturing energy too. You might be feeling in your motherly energy, Cancer, wanting to take care of everyone, take care of yourself. And I feel this is a really good supportive type of energy as well. You know, if you've maybe have someone close who you've been maybe dealing with a lot of things or whatever that's looking like, you can be that that shoulder there, Cancer. But this too is I feel like it is a very great energy for us to appreciate compassion as well, Cancer, just because we are more in tune with our emotions with the moon in our sign. And because we feel so much that we do so intensely so often, you know, it always just kind of ranges just where it's at. And I feel that can remind us too that others, you know, because granted we're ruled by the moon, but everyone is affected by the moon in some way, shape. We're just a little more affected, but people are still feeling that lunar influence, that fluctuation. And so just extending that compassion, just understanding where they're meeting them where they're at on their journey there, Cancer. But you may also find too that you just want to be in your home space there, be in a comfortable place, kind of cuddled up, maybe next to I was thinking next to a fire there, Cancer. Why not? Maybe get yourself a fireplace, Cancer, or just being nice and cozy underneath some covers there, and just watch your favorite. Are we still Netflixing and chilling, Cancer? Who knows? Watching whatever you do and chill. And yeah, just kind of feeling in that sort of homey space, just because the moon and our sign are associated with the fourth house there, Cancer. And then also, we're in the disseminating moon phase, Cancer, or the waning gibbous phase. And this is like the calm after the storm. This is a great energy for doing some internal reflection and assessment and evaluation of how you're feeling after taking this, you know, this amount of time that you have to incorporate whatever this new thing that you've been working on for in this lunar cycle. I'll tell you what, all this meditating I've been doing, Cancer, I've been feeling zen. The readings have been feeling really nice, and just always feel like it's been a great reset, I will say so for sure. and just like kind of more, I've been more so doing it like like in between the readings, so it's been really nice there, Cancer. So it's just evaluating how this has affected with you, how this change has helped you grown, and how you intake, how you plan, I feel like, to take this positive energy and to give back, to the give back, Cancer, as far as like, spreading high vibes to like the soul tribe. Maybe you're talking about this new thing that you're doing. Maybe you picked up a new routine, or maybe there's this new herb or superfood or thing that you swear by, Cancer, whatever this is that really helped you raise your vibration. But also just some great energy for just appreciation, gratitude, sharing in your transformation and all that, Cancer. Disseminating moon is dope for that. And then last few things here, Cancer. These readings that I do, they're not gender specific readings, so apply these energies to people as they make sense for your situation. And then the decks that I'm working with, I've included links to them down in the description box below, so definitely check that out if you're interested. But also down below some links for some other readers that I like watching, Cancer, so definitely check them out. Very intuitive group. I think you'd enjoy them. A couple of them actually have their moon in Cancer. That's dope. Happy lunar return. And also, Cancer, there's a link for an astrologer that I like. Her and her team, they've been doing that. I've been following them for a little while, Cancer, and I like the information that she puts out. So if you've been wanting to expand your knowledge outside of like what I put on Celestial News Monthly and things, and definitely get that energy growing, or get that energy, get that knowledge. You know what I'm trying to say, Cancer, grow. Now let's go ahead and get to your general energy of the day, which is very, well, duh, because Saturn's in the picture. I was gonna say very Saturn-like, but this is a card of structure. Way to ruin it, Saturn. But this is a card of build a strong foundation, Cancer. And that's interesting too, because Saturn is the opposite ruling planet of our opposite sign, Capricorn. And I feel like it's not that Cancer doesn't have a strong foundation, because we are the sign of foundations, being associated with the fourth house again. But I do feel that there is this. I feel this almost fluidity in our structure, Cancer. That's an interesting. I know that sounds interesting, but I just feel like it's that our found. What I mean by that is like, it feels like our foundation isn't quite as sturdy, maybe, as we would like it to be, Cancer. And I feel this energy is asking, because Saturn deals with that structure, the discipline, putting in wisdom, time, patience, and karma. And I feel if we want something of with that longevity, and we want that solid foundation, Saturn is about putting in that work and doing what it takes in order to accomplish that thing. Hence why one of the signs they rule over is Capricorn. And I feel if your foundation has been precarious, Cancer, in any aspect of your life, whether this be physical, whether this be emotional, spiritual, mental, what can we do to nurture that, Cancer, with this moon being in our sign? How can we nurture a more solidified structure, and what areas in our lives do we need to apply more discipline and more and be a little more patient in whatever it is that we're trying to, because this gives me like almost like we're working towards like our Ten of Pentacles types of vibes, or this could even be like a tower moment here, where it, not that necessarily like a tower is happening to you, Cancer, but that there's a need that you're seeing where a tower moment could happen, as opposed to it happening, you initiating that change, and kind of like reestablishing your structure here, your foundation. But let me get some tarot on this, Cancer, and get some details with this. I'll tell you what, Cancer, sidebar. I don't know about the rest of you, but and listen, I know considering where I'm at is really not that cold, but where I'm at is a little chilly, and yeah, I'm definitely kind of snuggling up in this mood in Cancer, so just a little sidebar Cancer. But let's talk about your energy here because you have the Seven of Wands, the Two of Swords, the Death card, the Strength card, and then the Judgment card here, Cancer. And that's always interesting when the Death card and the Judgment card come out just together in a reading, but I feel like together, and especially how it came out like this, Cancer, that I feel there is this. I won't say radical, but there is this need. I feel like there's something here that's in need of a shift, of a change. There's a need to declutter here with the Judgment. Look at this rabbit pushing all this stuff here. I don't know how he even got down that all that stuff down there in the first place. But I do feel like there is this decluttering that's needing to happen, Cancer. This change that either we may be going through or that's on the horizon here. And I feel there's some choices that maybe some difficult ones here, Cancer. That one that is, I feel like, is going to require some strength, some confidence here in order to make. But because this Seven of Wands here is giving me, it can be this sort of criticizing energy, in a sense that we may be comparing our, because I'm even getting like a Five of Swords energy where we may be comparing our structure compared to where others may be. And it feels like it's less about that, Cancer. And I feel like if you've tried to build your structure like everyone else's, then that's only gonna, it's, I feel like it makes it harder for you to get to your goals than when you start to focus on things that really resonate with you. Then just look how this camel here is passing through this portal with ease. It's, I feel like it's maybe for some it's like there may even be like a reestablishing of what a solid foundation even looks like into us, in a sense. And maybe I feel like for some there might be these opinions possibly that may come across as like, oh, Cancer, that's not safe. This ring is not on fire. Should it maybe, it's like we're it's like we're seeing the oasis, but it's like the others don't see how passing through this flaming ring can get to this oasis, if that makes sense there, Cancer. It's like what this structure is going to look like or how the process that you need to get there, so it's trusting in and having confidence in that instinct that you need to take these routes in order to get there, to get to this sort of resurgence or this rebirth that's happening with this Death card, Judgment card. Because Death card, Scorpion, it's their ruler, Pluto. So, yeah, that's very interesting, Cancer. But let me get a little bit more with this Strength card before we move on, Cancer. Hmm. Oh, interesting, Vince. What? A lot of Chariot energy that's been going around here, Cancer. I've been with it. A lot of making moves here, because the Strength card is clarified by the nine of Swords, and then you have us, Cancer, the Chariot. And I feel with the clarifying the Strength card here is that I feel there's this overthinking energy that might be coming through here. Cancer, look how intensely this owl was studying, and that's where I feel like we might be even potentially could psych ourselves out for a certain situation if we overthink something or give into this sort of, because Nine of Swords can be this sort of like intense fear, this nightmarish anxiety, caught up in our heads type of energy, but it's like this I like this chariot because it's like now we're viewing from like the inside, in a sense. It's like this chariot is like waiting for you to come in there, Cancer, and going towards a stronger foundation, moving away from, I'm even getting like an Eight of Cups vibe. There's something we might even need to remove ourselves away from in order to get to this whatever this stronger foundation is, Cancer. So, all right, I think I'm gonna. And I feel too, Cancer, this one thing that's coming through is being mindful of making decisions through fear based actions, or even like this, even through like, or maybe even not making moves because out of fear. Either one there, Cancer. Question the motives of our actions here is kind of what's coming through there. But let's get some let's get some more tarot on this. Oh, another one of our cards there, the lovely Queen of Cups. Right. All right, Cancer. Thank you. Let's see what's going on here. Oh, and our ruler, Cancer. I love that. The moon's coming out here, Cancer. This is fantastic. So you have our ruler, the High Priestess, the Ten of Cups, the Queen of Cups, and then the Knight of Swords here, Cancer. And I like this, Cancer, just considering that a lot of our, and for me, the Queen of Cups is one of our cards, and I feel with all this Cancerian energy coming out here, this moon being here, that there's, in order for us to have this strong foundation, Cancer, I feel we need to have a deeper inner, come on, High Priestess, a deeper inner knowing of ourselves. And the experiences that we have gone through here with the Queen of Cups there, and because I like that the Ten of Cups is here in the sense of that we're getting that wish coming true here, Cancer. But the Ten of Cups can be a card of family, and I even feel like too that there's this sort of, for some, there's this like community aspect that I feel like it's coming into play here as well. That this is not like a personal sort of like, when we're talking like physical, emotional, that sort of foundation. Maybe even like, well, I guess I can couple into, or that can go into that physical type of category where just seeing if we wanted to, like, how's our soul tribe doing? Do we have, I don't know, like, just do we have people on our side there, Cancer, or, because the High Priestess is one. She's a very private figure. I mean, look, you can't even see this High Priestess. She's hidden with the behind her cloak and stuff. But let me get a little bit more with this Knight of Swords here, Cancer, because I feel the High Priestess is. There's something else that's going on with this High Priestess. It's like giving me almost this energy of this ritual energy that's going on with her, as far as like this. Alright, thank you. Alright, let me see what's going on here, Cancer. Alright, so the clarified by more people. The Knight of Cups, or excuse me, the Knight of Swords is clarified by the Knight of Cups and the Page of Coins here, Cancer. And I feel with this, Cancer, that with this clarifier is that this for some, I feel like, again, this, considering that your person is clarified by more people, is paying attention to like building a strong foundation in those around you. But I am getting this energy too of this opportunity with the Page of Coins to build a strong foundation of something that we're really passionate about. Maybe this is, again, because the Ten of Cups is like is a wish there, Cancer. So this could be, maybe you have a project that you want to get started up, or just any sort of planning. It it's got, you have like all these cups, you know, these feelings, this air energy. But now let's ground this stuff here with the that page of coins. It's like that beginning of that manifestation type of energy. So I like that, Cancer. And I'm even getting this energy too of like getting down to the roots of who you really are, Cancer. Just because again with that High Priestess, Chariot, Queen of Cups, a lot of our energy, a lot of that fourth house coming through, which can also deal with ancestry, Cancer, learning a lot about your past lives and things like that. But since the High Priestess is here, all this lunar shenanigans, let's get some advice from the moon here, Cancer. And I feel like it's like intuitively you know where to go, Cancer, with this, as far as like what structure we need, but it's really listening to that guidance as well. But let me get the rest of this advice with this moon card here, Cancer. Thank you. And last little bit here, Cancer. Alright, so you have the Four of Swords, the Four of Swords, the Ten of Swords, the Four of Wands, and then the Three of Coins here, Cancer. And let's switch back over. Because with this Ten of Swords here, Cancer, this is a card of like just rock bottom. You know, we really kind of have really been, really just sort of like just hit a real kind of low point here. And I like that these geese are just yeah, they're migrating, because I feel like it's this energy of getting you, of moving to, again, to just a more solid foundation. Because you know with this, when we've hit a low point, Cancer, all we can do is just build ourselves back up. You know, build from the bottom and work our way back, like these like these little critters here, like these little raccoons. Look at that, you had to work from the top here, Cancer. It took a little work there, but we got it. And it feels with these Four of Swords and this Four of Wands that I'm feeling this kind of concentrating energy here with the Four of Swords. Because if you look at this pelican, it's like meditating, picturing his. It's like getting in that Nine of Cups energy where you're picturing yourself in that, like what Ten of Cups is, like what you're gonna feel like when you get to that accomplished state. Like, what do I get to? Let's say, building a stronger foundation. Let's say for maybe again, maybe we're doing some things towards our, like our self-confidence, you know, well, how we're going to feel when we're walking tall or walking strong there, or when we get this project off the ground, or when we, whatever this energy is, Cancer. I do feel that it is, the more you build and work on this foundation, the more energies you're going to get to celebrate. There might be some tricky steps that we may need to make along here with this Four of Wands, but once we get through the tough times here, it gets you to that energy of success, that win, that Chariot in, because the Chariot is that victory energy too, getting to that finish line. So but I think I'm gonna leave that there, Cancer. Something to think about. But I like that. But if anything resonated with you, Cancer, if you like that, give it a thumbs up. And share this, Cancer, if you know someone who's been, maybe just been, it's like the foundation hasn't been rocking. Maybe you haven't been sure where to go, not listening to this instincts, or just really kind of trusting in, I mean, I don't know, like getting even in like the more of the ritual, of listening to our higher selves, or as far as which way to go, or But yeah, then subscribe there, you Chariot, you High Priestess. Hit that bell button, you get notified on all these videos each day. And then last little bit, Cancer, check your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for your readings there. But just check your chart, Cancer, get to know yourself there. Understand the structure that is you. Where's your moon placement at? Mine's in Gemini. But, and then come on over to my other channel, Cancer Alchemist 8. I do weekly videos, monthly ones, yearly ones, and it's a good old time. And all that housekeeping is down in the description box below. But let me get your surprise cards here, Cancer, so I can get you out of here. Seeing things from a different perspective. You got the Hanged Man here. And this Hanged Man feels like it's in order to get for some to get to this to building this new foundation. We're going to again like meditate with the Four of Swords and it's like visualizing things like it's like getting maybe even getting out there as far as like maybe going for a walk while we're kind of brainstorming with like how you got this Nine of Swords here, something that can help you maybe actually just like hanging upside down there, Cancer, but something that I feel like is can get you. It's like we see a situation as like we've hit this sort of bottom or we're going through this tough spell, and now it's but once we get that to that enlightened sense and start and then just kind of sitting with the situation, we can see how we can build from that situation there, Cancer. But let me get your oracle card here so I can get you out of here. Oh, interesting, Cancer. All right, thank you. Because I think you had the, I thought you had the Two of Swords. Yep, okay. Because this, yeah, definitely was giving me Two of Swords vibe because you got the Choice card here, Cancer. And this is a card of life direction, how you respond, and consequences. So, with this energy, Cancer, I do feel that considering that you got the Two of Swords here as well, that it's like the choices that you make, I feel like really are going to, which is like a course, but I feel like really being mindful of the choice. And I like how there's these lunar phases above this figure here, but the choices that you make, I feel like during just here going forward, really, just along your journey, pay attention to how the consequences, good or bad, Cancer, of your actions are building on your foundation, your legacy, how what you're contributing to. Is that things been feeling a little rocky, a little jagged? Have things been feeling a little more even, a little more balanced? And I feel like it's like this justice card energy of like cause and effect. If we make a tricky, if we make a situation that we're not necessarily uncertain about, but we know there might be the consequences might be a little risky there, Cancer, then that upsets the vibration of your foundation. It keeps you in that anxious sort of state, that Nine of Swords. But and I'm just like just paying attention to how certain decisions make you feel, and then if they're not intuitively, if they're not feeling like the ones, then we adjust their, Cancer. Pay attention to how for all of us, our listening to our instincts are important, but really, Cancer, with our pretty much our mantra being like I feel, how something makes you feel, I feel like is something that is going to be just a vital importance to your structure in the long term there. So keep that in mind. Keep that High Priestess energy. Trust your intuition and in the choices that you make, and learn. And don't feel like that if something happens where you make a mistake, because we're all going to make mistakes there, Cancer. That's what Queen of Cups is all about. But she's about that experiential wisdom as well. She takes all of her actions, again, good, bad, indifferent, just they've shaped her who she is, and she wouldn't trade them in for the world. So just being mindful of that too, Cancer. But all right, I think I'm gonna leave that there. So just something to think about. But you stay safe out there, Cancer, especially if our foundation's been feeling a little rocky there. Because Saturn, he's a bit of a hard ass and bully and can ask a lot. I'm kidding, like kind of. But if you keep eyes on the moon there, Cancer, all this moon energy that come through here, I'm so with it. I love when the rulers come out to play, especially when it's during their energy here, Cancer. And the High Priestess can be an elusive one sometimes. She just comes out whenever she feels like. I feel like compared to most cards, but I don't think I've ever seen. I don't know if there's been a time where there's been like High Priestess has been going crazy. now look, watch. But I will catch you. Oh yeah, we already kept on the moon, Cancer, and I will catch you on the next one tomorrow.